Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we've got major news from the music world. Young Thug, one of hip-hop's biggest names, is officially out of jail after a guilty plea on gang-related charges.
Lost on the court that the state, had they been able to come to agreement on certain special conditions, was willing to entirely dismiss the RICO count, was willing to entirely dismiss one of the gang counts, and was willing to entirely dismiss this, machine gun count. Was willing to give a sentence that permitted Mr. Williams to walk out of the door today, and therefore does not seem to be particularly worried that Mr. Williams, if on the streets, would be a danger to society. I'm taking that into consideration in crafting my sentence. And in permitting a NOLO plea to the RICO count in one of the two gang counts, I would not be permitting the NOLO to the one if you were not pleading guilty to at least one of them. But you are, and y'all admit a factual basis for the counts that you are pleading guilty to. I find there to be a factual basis for those counts, and for the remaining counts with which you are charged, I am going to impose a sentence, and I've taken a little bit of the suggested special conditions from the defense and a little bit of the special conditions suggested by the prosecution. On count one, the court sentence is 20 years to serve 5 years, cumulative time served, the balance of 15 years to be probated, and a $25,000 fine.
From the reasons behind his arrest to what this means for his career moving forward, we're breaking down everything you need to know. So make sure to stay with us until the end. Who is Young Thug? To start, let's talk about who Young Thug really is. Born Jeffrey Lamar Williams, Young Thug is known for his unique style, innovative flow, and massive influence in the hip-hop world. He rose to fame with hits like Stoner, Danny Glover, and Best Friend, and over the years, he's collaborated with huge names like Drake, Travis Scott, and Future. Thug has been a major influence in pushing the boundaries of hip-hop, both musically and culturally. His fashion style, high-energy performances, and experimental sounds have redefined modern rap. But even with all his success, controversy has followed him, especially due to his alleged gang affiliations and legal troubles. The arrest and gang charges. Now, let's dive into the charges that led to his arrest. Young Thug was taken into custody as part of a sweeping investigation targeting gang-related activities. The authorities alleged that he was heavily involved in a gang called Young Slime Life, or YSL, which had connections to various criminal activities. This led to a highly publicized arrest, with charges that included conspiracy to violate the RICO Act. With RICO charges, prosecutors aimed to prove not just individual crimes, but a pattern of organized criminal activity. This makes the charges even more severe, as they paint Young Thug as a leader within the alleged gang. The court case and guilty plea. The case against Young Thug included a long list of allegations, from drug trafficking to violence. Multiple members of YSL were also taken into custody, and prosecutors were building a case around text messages, social media posts, and even lyrics from Young Thug's songs. It was a complex legal situation, and he faced serious prison time if found guilty on all counts. Then came the guilty plea. After months of deliberations and negotiations, Young Thug agreed to a plea deal. This allowed him to plead guilty to reduced charges, possibly in exchange for a lighter sentence. The details of this deal are still somewhat confidential, but it was a strategic move to avoid a lengthy trial and ultimately a much harsher sentence. Young Thug's release from jail. Following the guilty plea, Young Thug was finally released from jail. This was a huge relief for his fans and supporters who had been waiting for updates on his case. With this deal in place, he won't be facing the same lengthy sentence he might have if he'd gone to trial and been convicted on all charges. Young Thug released from jail. What's next? So he's out. But what does that mean for him? Although he's free, there will likely be conditions tied to his release, such as community service, probation, or other legal requirements. Plus, he'll probably need to be extra cautious, as any future trouble could potentially bring even more serious consequences. Impact on his career and what's next. Now that Young Thug is back, the big question is what's next for him? There's no doubt his legal situation has left an impact on his career, but it could also serve as inspiration for his music. Many artists in hip-hop have taken difficult experiences and turned them into iconic projects, and fans are already speculating about what Thug's next album might be like. Young Thug's comeback, music, collaborations, and more. We're already hearing rumors that Young Thug has been writing new material while in jail, and some industry insiders believe he's planning to address his legal issues in his music. If that's true, we could see a whole new level of depth in his upcoming projects. But beyond just new music, his time in jail and these charges could reshape his public image. Plus, we could see him using his platform to speak out about issues like the justice system or gang violence. Many artists have turned tough experiences into powerful messages, so it's possible Thug will do the same. How fans in the industry are reacting. The reaction from fans in the industry has been huge. On social media, fans have been celebrating his release, with many showing their support and excitement for what's next. Some big names in the music world. Still, this release has sparked some debate. While fans are happy to see him free, others worry that the charges reflect deeper issues in the industry. This raises questions about accountability and what's acceptable when it comes to celebrity actions and influence. So, there you have it. Young Thug is officially out, and fans everywhere are eagerly awaiting his next move. Will he release new music soon? Will he address his legal issues directly? Only time will tell. What do you think about his release? Do you think he'll turn this experience into something positive for his career? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more updates on Young Thug and other top stories in music and entertainment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.